So questions on binomial distribution. In a quiz competition of answering yes or no, what is the probability of getting at least 6 answers correctly out of 10 questions asked? Also find the probability of the same if there are 4 options for correct answer. So in the first part, there are 10 questions. Each question in the answer part, there are 2 options, yes or no. One will be correct, other one will be wrong. So out of 10 questions, what is the probability of getting at least 6 answers correctly? So X denote the number of questions answered correctly. Then the probability of answering X number of questions correctly out of 10 questions asked is given by P of x is equal to ncx p power x q power n minus x. Here n is equal to 10. P means the probability that a question is answered correctly. Since x denote the number of questions answered correctly, P denote the probability that a question is answered correctly. So when a question is asked, there are 2 options. Out of 2, one is correct. So the probability of answering a correct question is 1 by 2. P is 1 by 2. Q is 1 minus P, 1 minus a half or equal to half. So with n equal to 10, P equal to half, Q equal to half, the probability of answering x number of questions correctly out of 10 questions is P of x is equal to 10cx half power x into half power 10 minus x. Half power x and half power 10 minus x base same, so powers can be added. Half power x plus 10 minus x, or it is a half power 10. So P of x will be 10cx into half power 10. Now we'll answer the question. What is the probability that at least 6 questions are answered correctly? Out of 10 questions, what is the probability that at least 6 questions are answered correctly? At least 6 questions means it can be 6 questions or more than 6 questions. So number of questions answered correctly, that is x, can be 6 or more than 6, like 7, 8, 9 or all the 10 questions. So x less, at least 6 questions correctly means x should be greater than or equal to 6. So the probability will be P of x greater than or equal to 6, which is the same as P of 6, P of 7, plus P of 8 plus P of 9 plus P of 10. Each of these 5 terms you can calculate by putting x as 6, x as 7, x as 8, x as 9 and x as 10 in this formula of P of x. So by calculation, then you will get it as P of x greater than or equal to 6 as equal to 0.3770 or multiply by 100, the probability will be 37.70%. Out of 10 questions, each question having 2 options, yes or no, the probability that 6 questions are answered correctly is 0.3770 or 37.70%. Now in the same question, suppose each question has got 4 options. Out of 4 options in the answer, 1 is correct. Then what is the probability of answering at least 6 questions correctly? Now the probability of answering a question correctly will be P is equal to, out of 4 options, only 1 is correct. So the probability of answering a question correctly when there are 4 options in the answer part is 1 by 4. P is 1 by 4, Q is 1 minus p, 1 minus 1 by 4 or equal to 3 by 4. With the p as 1 by 4, q as 3 by 4 and n is equal to 10, the formula for p of x will be 10cx half 1 by 4 power x into 3 by 4 power 10 minus x. So the probability of answering at least 6 questions correctly in this case will be p of x greater than or equal to 6. Just like the previous step, p of 6 plus p of 7 plus p of 8 plus p of 9 plus p of 10. And for each of these probabilities, you have to put x as equal to 6, x as equal to 7, x as equal to 8, x as equal to 9 and x as equal to 10. In this formula, p of x is equal to 10cx into 1 by 4 power x into 3 by 4 power 10 minus x. Substituting and then calculating, finally the probability of answering at least 6 questions correctly when there are 4 options for the answer will be 0.0197. Then the next question. In sampling a large number of parts manufactured by a company, the mean of defective parts in the sample of 20 is 2. The mean of defective parts in a sample of 20 parts. Each sample has got 20 parts in it, and the average or the mean of the defective parts is 2. Out of 1000 such samples, each sample having 20 parts, we are considering 1000 such samples. Out of 1000 such samples, how many could be expected to contain at least 3 defective parts? So, how many samples out of 1000 so that each sample will contain 3 defective parts? So, here we have to take x as the number of defective parts in a sample of 20 parts. You consider randomly one sample containing 20 parts. In that sample of 20 parts, let x denote the number of defective parts. It is given mean of defective parts is 2. Mu is equal to 2. For binomial distribution, mean is NP. So NP is equal to 2. In this, N means number of parts in the sample, which is 20. 20 into P will be equal to 2, or P will be equal to 2 by 20, P will be equal to 1 by 10 or equal to 0.1. Q will be 1 minus P, 1 minus 0.1 or 0.9. So in a sample of 20 parts, the probability or the chance that there will be X number of defective parts is P of X is equal to NCX into P power X into Q power N minus X. Put N as 20, P as 0.1, Q as 0.9. You get a P of X as 20Cx into 0.1 power X into 0.9 power 20 minus X. So in a sample of 20 parts, the probability of having at least 3 defective parts. This is regarding one sample of 20 parts. So in that sample of 20 parts, the probability or the chance that there will be at least 3 defective parts will be P of X greater than or equal to 3, same as P of 1 minus P of X less than 3. 1 minus P of X less than 3 means it will be P of 0 plus P of 1 plus P of 2. Each of these 3 probabilities can be calculated by putting X as 0, 1, 2 in the formula P of X, which is 20Cx into 0.1 power X into 0.9 power 20 minus X. Putting X as 0, 1, 2, 3 and calculating that sum, finally we can get P of X greater than or equal to 3 as a 0.3231. For all these calculations, you can use the calculator. So in a sample of 20 parts, the probability or the chance that there will be at least 3 defective parts is 0.3231. So if we consider 1000 such samples, then among 1000 such samples, the number of samples in which in each sample there will be at least 3 defective parts will be 1000 into P of x greater than or equal to 3. That P of x greater than or equal to 3 is already calculated, that you need to multiply by 1000. So 1000 into 0.3231, which will be approximately 323 samples. So out of 1000 such samples, we can expect there will be 323 samples where each sample will be having at least 3 defective parts. One more question. Determine the binomial distribution for which the mean will be equal to 2 into variance, 2 times variance. Mean plus variance will be equal to 3. Also find the probability that x will be less than or equal to 3. So determine the binomial distribution for which mean is 2 times the variance. Mean means mu. Variance is denoted as v. So mean means mu is equal to 2 times variance, 2 into v. Another one given is mean plus variance is equal to 3, mu plus v equal to 3. Now take the first one, mu is equal to 2v. Mu means for binomial distribution it is np, equal to 2 into v means the variance npq. Np from both sides gets cancelled. So you get 1 as equal to 2q, or q is equal to 1 by 2. So q will be equal to 0.5. Q is 0.5. So p will be equal to 1 minus q. Q is 1 minus p. Similarly, p is 1 minus q, which is 1 minus 0.5 or equal to 0.5. So we have p 0.5, q 0.5. Now the second one given is mu plus v equal to 3. Mu means 2 times variance 2v given in the question. So it becomes 2v plus v equal to 3, 3v equal to 3, or v is equal to 1. But v means the variance which is npq. So npq will be 1. In this, p is a 0.5, q is a 0.5. So n into 0.5 into 0.5 is 1, which will give n into 0.25 as equal to 1, or n will be equal to 1 by 0.25 or equal to 4. Now we have n as equal to 4, p as equal to 0.5, q as equal to 0.5. So now you can write the binomial distribution, the probability mass function of the binomial distribution. P of x is equal to ncx p power x into q power n minus x. Put n as 4, p as 0.5, q as 0.5. 0.5 power x into 0.5 power 4 minus x, base are same, so powers can be added. It becomes 0.5 power x plus 4 minus x, or 0.5 to the power 4. So p of x will be 4cx into 0.5 power 4. This is the binomial distribution. Give the binomial distribution means you can give the probability mass function p of x for binomial distribution. With this you can calculate the probability of any x value, chance of x taking a particular value, probability that x takes a value is given by this. So next part is what is the probability that x will be less than or equal to 3. P of x less than or equal to 3 means 1 minus p of x greater than 3. X greater than 3, so 3 not included. N is 4, so x can take value up to n. So 3 not included, it should be greater than 3. Up to 4 means only one value, that is 4. So 1 minus p of 4. 1 minus p of 4 is, in that 4cx into 0.5 power 4, you put x as 4. 1 minus 4c4 into 0.5 power 4, 1 minus 4c4 is 1, use the calculator, 0.5 power 4. On calculation we get this as 0.9375. So the probability that x will be less than or equal to 3 is 0.9375. Remember that all the probability values should be less than or equal to 1. It will never be greater than 1. It should be greater than or equal to 0. It is never less than 0, which means it is never negative. Probability value, p value calculated, always it should be between greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1, between 0 and 1, including both 0 and 1. Thank you.